Hey guys, Donald03 here, playing some DAOC, Dark Age Camelot, and I wanted to show you what I was doing. I went over to Hibernia, actually with Cypher Deck, and switched my accounts over to that, and I've been playing over there a little bit, not a lot, but I made a bard over there. I named him Piper. That's also after a fish song. There's a song called Piper. Um, a little bit different than a bard on EverQuest, a little bit different from a Skald on Midgar. I'm going to play him in the future and let you show you. He is more of a caster, actually, more of kind of like a cleric or a chanter cleric, kind of a combination, but you have to use instruments. For certain songs, you can't use like melee weapons or whatever. But I'll show you in the future. The guy I'm going to play today, or in this video, I want to show you is he's called an animist. I named this guy IR Groot because I thought this race kind of looked like Groot a little bit. So, and I made this character a while ago. I played him. I wanted to get him to 20, and then when I got to 20, I stopped playing him. But I wanted to show you kind of what this character was about. Like I said, I was in Hibernia, and I can't remember the name of this race off the top of my head. I apologize. I probably should know the name of this race. But we'll load in, and I'll show you some of the stuff here that he does. And here's a load screen. But yeah, I really miss playing some DAOC. I played with Cypher some quite a bit, and I had a regular weekend thing where myself and Hydros Inc. And I really miss playing with Hydros quite a bit. It's hard for me not to play with him because that was our normal Saturday for at least an hour or two. Every Saturday we would duo and Dark Age of Camelot, and that was some fun. But anyway, this is my guy. He's level 20. Gives you some of the stats right here. He's a pet class is what he is. Here we go. He's a Sylvan, I guess is how you'd say that. And he's a base class is Forester before you become an animist. An animist. So what it is he's kind of like a pet class. And you have these, you can backslash ground set 100, and that's the range, but I made macros. So you can see here, every time I hit it, see how far away it gets? It's pretty much just targeting the ground is all this does. It just gives me a target on the ground. That's all I'm doing. And then these are my spells. They all do different things. This one right here is called Forest Essence, level 16. And even though I'm level 20, that's the highest tanking pet I have. And my pets are mushrooms. So here you go. You get to see there's my pet, my tank. Okay. And I thought this was so cool. I've never had anything like this. This is a damage shield right here. So we're going to put that on my tank pet, because we're going to pull a mob and hopefully not die. And then this is a, let's see here. This is a self buff only. Wooden Vengeance. It's kind of like an HP or AC buff. No, that is not it. I just hit the same thing. Where's my, there it is, sorry. Did the wrong one, I apologize. There we go. That's let's see what does it say. Armor factor, AC. Okay. Alright, and I have a cold, so excuse me. So anyway, all these do something different. I went with, okay, so in DAOC you can do different kind of like specs or whatever, and you can do, it kind of chooses how your line of spells work in and out of a group or soloing, or so there's all these creeping path, verdant, arboreal, all this stuff that, and as you can see, I got more in verdant than I do in creeping path and arboreal because I went with that. So what I chose was the one that I read about, or the advice I got was more for grouping. So I have a lot of spells like the damage shield. I have bubbles, like where I will, I can put a bubble on the melee or on the other, like a real tank, not just my pet. Like if I'm in a group and it'll absorb damage. These mushrooms right here. Here, I'll just put one down so you can see it. We'll do if I cast this one, it is resists, protection. It's a vent. And then this has like a regeneration right there, as you see, and that's a direct damage or a direct heal. So there's just, and those are just spells. Oh, here's my. This one is my. Oh my gosh, dude, I had that wrong. This is my tank pet right there. That other one was my damage pet. Dude, I am rusty. I apologize. So see here, you see this mushroom? He is doing this spell right here on my tank, right there. See, and so you can see your spell buffs right there. That mushroom is like it's in his aura or whatever in his AE, so it's giving him that protection. So it's kind of different. It's kind of neat. So we will use this actually as this is a DPS mushroom, and then this is a shield mushroom. I'll show you this one real quick. So this is a shield mushroom. Watch. I cast this, and no matter who in my realm comes by, he's going to cast. Watch what he does here. Okay, so he just cast that on me. That's like a shield. Let's see, it's this one. Gains a temporary health buffer that absorbs 25% of damage dealt, up to 20 damage. So he's going to cast that on all my mushrooms. See that? So that's how they are beneficial to a group. And then this one, like I said, is resist. This one, now they only last for a limited time. The tank one will last forever until it dies. But these other little ones, they last only for a certain period of time, and then they fade away, and you have to cast them again. And I'm going to let my power go up, and then we're going to pull a mob, and I'm going to show you how this works. I usually don't cast the DPS mushrooms until I pull. That way I'm not wasting time between pulls. You know, I want them to stick around as long as I can while they kill stuff. See, that one just faded away. Alright, so we have, but I always make sure I have my damage shield on that guy. Alright, we're going to pull this gale. Hopefully I don't die. It's blue, so blue is kind of the safe, and this safe one to pull. This is a debuffer, so it's pretty good just to pull with and not get a whole lot of aggro, because you don't want a lot of aggro. You want your mushroom to get it. And then my pet is on defensive. You could set the aggro or passive, but we're going to hit the attack button. That way he knows to attack. And then we're going to pull us a DPS mushroom up, and he is going to shoot at it. And if we really want to knock it around, we're going to do another one right beside it and see how that one's casting the shields or whatever, the leaves on him. And then you just sit there and you watch. It's gone. There you go. Shroom power, baby. And I don't know what this blue one right here is going to do. This is a different mob. I don't know if it's a caster or what. This Moharan Distorter, it looks like a caster. We're about to find out if we're going to die. So my power's about half. So I probably will pull 2 of these, sit in med, and then pull another one. Oh, she just stunned the shit out of me. Okay, so I'm stunned. See right there? She stunned the shit out of me. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and hit this. Spirit of Relief. And it casts the regeneration on my shroom. And see, she's almost dead already. So the shrooms are tough. And then these bags are my loot that are dropping on the ground. Since the pets are killing them, they don't auto loot. Bloodstone, bag of coins. Okay, I think we got enough for one more here. See that horse right there is purple. We don't want to mess with that. We do not want anything to do with that. But we will pull this. Okay, so there we go. So this is a good solo character. This is literally what I did. You know, AC was doing his thing with working on his house, and the guys weren't around as much. And this is what I would do. I would log in, play this guy a little bit here and there, just be semi-AFK, pull 2 or 3 of these mobs like this, and then I would go, like, you know, med, do the dishes or laundry or whatever projects are in the house, and then come back and kill 2 or 3 more mobs. You do have to kind of find a nice, safe place to med or to rest, you know, in between. But this is the same world as Midgard, or, you know, where I was playing Midgard. So, like, the shared PvP zones, this is the same thing. It's just a different realm. But this one is fun. This one's more naturey, kind of a feel to it, which I really like, but it is definitely not as populated, I guess would be the word. So let's just see if we can kill this guy with 1 mushroom and 1 DPS. There's 1 mushroom, and these are blue, so they shouldn't be You can see my tank is not taking a lot of damage. With these gales, let's see here. Have they dropped anything good? Bloodstone. Got a Celtic weapon, but I think that was from somewhere else. So he's not taking very much damage. These are pretty easy. Yellows really, yellows are even cons. That's probably what I should be aiming for when I solo. But this is something I wanted to do and not die when I showed you. So, oh yeah, I pulled. This is the chick that stuns though, so we don't want to die. And I have, like I said, I have. Let's show you this one right here. Let's see if he gets. Yeah, he got aggro. I'll show you this real quick. See, now this will put a bubble on him, which I don't really need to do it. Oh, that actually was not the bubble. Which one was that? Oh, yeah, melee absorption. So that just increases melee absorption. And we're doing fine. I mean, these are blues, so they're dying so fast right now. It's ridiculous. So I'm getting gems, 2, 2, and 1. Yeah, I'm getting gems, which are good. A little bit good for, oh, I'm going to pull one more. I'm probably pushing my luck here, to be honest. But then we're going to rest for a minute, and hopefully that mushroom doesn't go away. The one thing I have found with doing this is you don't want to pull and then just sit down. You can sit down after the pet gets aggro, but you don't want to sit down right away because it'll come after you. See, I hit him for 88, and he's hitting me for 24 right there, so this thing's going to die super fast. I kind of wish I would have found some yellow ones now. And then I'll show you how fast it takes to, or how long. Very long at all. It's pretty quick compared to other games or other MMOs. There's not a lot of downtime, but enough for me to go, run, do, fold some laundry or change the laundry or maybe even do some of the dishes and come back. Multitasking, man. Okay, so that's orange. I think it would own me, that beetle, that big giant beetle right there. So here's your power line, here's your endurance line. Endurance is huge in this game, not so much for this character, other than running around. Once you get in PvP, you want to get, there's an ability called Long Wind, which allows you not to get tired as you run, and then your endurance is important then. And you get an endurance buff usually from a shaman. Here it's from a bard, or you can use a bard song, or a druid has the buff, and a bard song. But anyway, you'll see this power, we want that to fill up. It seems like it's going slow at the moment, but it'll speed up. But yeah, I was playing, and somebody just came up, just kind of like how on some EverQuest or whatever on P99, and just hooked me up, took me under a wing, did me a little bit of leveling, gave me a couple pieces of this player made gear, I believe, or maybe she bought it, I don't know. The person that said, welcome to the server, good to see you over here. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. So I've been getting into this character. And the pet thing is something I have never played before. I mean, I've had a pet on P99, like a necro pet, or a mage, or a beast lord, or something like that. Very rarely have I played pet classes. But this is kind of different, because you could literally have, once I get this, if I get this guy leveled up or playing more, you could have 10 mushrooms. And I've actually had groups where there's been 3 of these animists, and we just had mushrooms all over the place. So you pull like 3 or 4 mobs at a time into a big pit of mushrooms, and they just AE them, you know what I mean? Which is pretty cool. It's pretty neat to see. Oh wow, look how foggy it's getting from the rain. But you can see there how fast the, excuse me from my cold, how fast the power's going up. But yeah, this guy was kind of, I don't have a guild for him or anything, but this guy's kind of my AFK character. It's something I really was enjoying. Like I said, I put a thing like, I want to get him 20, I want to get him 20, and kind of got burnt out on him after that, to be honest, after I got him all the way up to 20. But there's, just like Midgard, there's lots of lands to explore. I have not done, I ran into the PvP zone and I got owned. That was my only experience. See here. See if I could show. Oh yeah, there's Darkness Falls. Just one zone over. I'm like over here. Came in this way, but there's Darkness Falls. Hibernia doesn't seem to get control of Darkness Falls a lot, because you have to take all the keeps. Not all of them, but you have to take a certain number of keeps. I'll show you here on Command Realm. So it'll show you Albion outposts, and who controls them, the names of each outpost. See, it's all all owned by Albion. Then here's the Midgard outpost, and Albion has one, Midgard has the rest. And then here you see Hibernia's outpost, and if you look, we're Midgard has one, and one, two, three. Midgard has two, so that's why we don't have Darkness Falls. That's why Midgard has Darkness Falls. They have more keeps. They have two of ours. If we could take both of ours back, and take one of somebody else's, we would have it. So, but I don't know. The population isn't as good here. It seems. It is fun. The people seem pretty cool. It seems a little more laid back. But it's been a couple months since I played. I mean, it could be totally different now. Oh my gosh, that thing just whacked me in the face, dude. All right, so we're gonna put this mushroom right here. Oh, and that chick's eyeballing me too. Did you see that? Okay, so these are casters for sure. Oh, this thing's not nuking me. So this, I'll show you this real quick. This is a life tab. Right a life, watch. And then that gave me life back. So that's almost like a necro kind of a thing with a life tab. And then here's my, let's go ahead and pull with the debuff. And then I'll show you this other spell I got. They're called wisps. See that wisp of flame right there? Oh, we'll use the wisp blaze. It's like a bomber. Oh my god, please get that thing off me. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, she's mad at me, Daddy. She's mad at me. Please don't nuke me anymore in the face. Okay, we're going to do the bomb. Here it comes. I'll show you what this looks like. Watch. Boom. See that fire? And then we're going to go ahead and life tap her too. Oh, nope, it's over. Don't use the power. So yeah, she was mad that I pulled her. But you can see how my mushroom is much tougher. Much tougher. Oh, pixie dust. I don't know what that's for. Much tougher than me. Like, very much so. And I'll try to show you a couple more spells here. There's my putting the damage shield back on there. Did I get pixie dust? Yeah, I did get pixie dust. Okay, cool. That's different. Yeah, actually the guys were playing last night on EverQuest, and I was going to join them. I had planned to, and I passed out. Been working a lot. People calling in. There's been snow, so people are freaking white death. You know, like get your. It's crazy, man. So, and then I've been catching a cold or getting sick, so things have not been going my way again. I just made a video the other day, like how I'm going to try to do some more videos, you know, more retro video. Oh my god, this thing's going to kill me. I'm going to have to life tab it. There you go. Please get it off me, please. Oh, you know what? Here we go. I'm going to root it. Oh my god, it died. Thank god. Okay, we might just rest for just a minute. I was going to show you the root. I have a root. Right there. That's the root. So that's a heal over time, a regen. That's a direct damage or a direct heal. That's not for myself. That's for pet only. The heal over time works though in an AE effect. We already showed that one, and I want to show this one right here, this bubble. So we'll pull another mob here once I get some more power and health, and I'll show you those other two. But these casters are a little tricky. I probably just need to run farther away out of their range, back to my mushrooms, if I had to guess. Probably. Would be the thing to do, run faster. Out of the way. That way they can't blast me in the face. Then, of course, just like the other realm, see, there's a looking for group tool. This guy's a blade master. I do not know all the classes. I could tell you that's like a melee. That's like their warrior. I'm pretty sure blade master might be their warrior. There might be another one. I don't know. That's a warrior, or the tankish, the big tank type, but that's definitely a melee. Okay, we're gonna pull. We're not gonna pull that giant beetle. No, sir. Okay, we're gonna pull a debuff and run like hell. That is the one thing that I always like about my bard, my scald, and then on this realm, it's called a bard also, is the fast speed. We're gonna keep moving. Okay, we're gonna do root. Watch. Show you what this looks like. There it is. See that? Looks pretty cool, huh? And then we're gonna put the bubble on this guy so you can see what the bubble looks like. See the bubble there? And then we're going to put I'm going to summon a shroom so he can kill it. What else did I not show? I think I showed everything else, didn't I? Let's go ahead and do this. I'll show you the heal real quick. Oh. There you go. See, it healed him all the way up. And that thing died. Alright, so that's this guy. And I believe as I get higher level, I'll be able to cast more mushrooms. Right now, especially doing blues, 2 or 3 is all I need. I would think that if I found a nice little camp where there was like, several blues, maybe I could pull like 3 or 4 at a time and have a bunch of these up. You might see that in the future. Like see, there's 2 there right now. I just think I'd die though, to be honest. See, now there's 2. This chick's gonna come. I gotta get the hell out of the way. I think I'll kill her because I have 2. I know I'll kill her. I have a tank and I have 2 mushrooms. Now the one thing you have to be careful, these forest hearts, they are like bomber, like nukers, you know what I mean? What you have to be careful where you place this stuff is you can set your tank to defensive or passive, but you cannot set these nukers to defensive or passive. So if you set them here and a high level mob is passing down the road that you didn't realize and they're like purple, it will try to pull them. You know, if they're a mob that's KOS or whatever, you know, it will try to pull them, and most likely it will kill all your mushrooms and you. And this is just like, if you watch my other DAOC, it's just like the other realm where you have to run back to get your experience back, or you have to just eat your experience loss, and you still have to heal your constitution. You have to pay silver. I think it's usually a few silver. Sometimes it's gold when you get high enough. Oh god, get this thing off me, guys. Please? Thanks. Then we're going to have to rest after this one. But this is slow experience because these are blues, so... I have taken this guy inside dungeons and soloed. You just have to be careful where you place the mushrooms, because if not, you know, like I said, it'll aggro everything. Darkness Falls. I could do the entrance of Darkness Falls at level 20, which is a lot better than what I could do with my Scald. He's definitely a better soloer than my Scald was, but my Scald is more utility. This guy... I always play my characters on MMOs as utility. Even this guy that's kind of a nice solo class kind of a thing, I end up going the utility route, you know, bubbles and vents and heals and resists and stuff like that. So I think it's because I enjoy, you know, playing with others, although I'm sitting here by myself. But I wanted to make this video just kind of showing off, you know, what is an animist? What does it do? And to be honest, I'm still pretty newbie at it. So if someone watches this and has a better explanation or a better way to explain it, you know, let me know. But I have seen videos, YouTube, there's some out there, you know, they line up a whole line of mushrooms and they just pull things in. Or if you're doing PvP, they're really good from what I've heard and seen for, like if you're in a fortress and you're defending, you put your mushrooms down so that they will attack people that are attacking the fortress, you know, so it's good for defending. So, but anyway, I want to show this guy off. I don't know if I'll ever get him high enough to raid. I would like to get him high enough to PvP to do some of that fortress defending, you know what I mean? Like just go inside a battleground and do some defending. I think that would be fun. And that would be different. Oh, nope, not that. Oh, God, here we go. Okay, please, for the love of God, summon me a mushroom. There you go. See, they don't really hit my tank for very much, so. But that looks like a elf or something, 20 years. She's dead anyway. No challenge. These blues are no challenges. But she did give me a stun. Yeah. So anyway, I wanted to show that off. You guys, tell me what you think. I was pretty... When I first saw when I started playing DAOC, Skull Bard is what I drew my attention to immediately. That's what I wanted to play because it was so much like a Bard on EQ. But then as I played, I saw these mushrooms. I was like, what the hell is that? And either Cypher or ZK or someone who knew a little bit more about the game, I was talking to them. They're like, it's this pet class thing called an animist. And I'm like, what? I got to know what that is. I got to check that out. And I'm glad I did. It's pretty cool. It really is. I use it more for an AFK tune, right now, or a grouping tune. It's a great solo tune. I just don't enjoy soloing a lot. So, and I guess soloing is an AFK tune, but I guess that's not doing it in the right way. It's not like I'm trying really hardcore stuff or testing myself. I'm just being safe and grinding. If you play MMOs or EverQuest or DAOC, you're not afraid to grind. So that's kind of, do my AFK grinding a little bit with this character. But anyway, this is Nautilus 3. I wanted to show you guys what I did, a little bit in between my time off playing P99 and when my friends weren't playing as much, Hydros with his internet stuff and AC with his house and stuff like that. I wanted to show you guys what I've been up to. But thank you guys for watching. Tell me what you think about an animist. Alright?